Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about miracles, specifically looking at 7 miracles of Jesus and what science says about them. When you hear the word miracle, what do you think of? Perhaps it's an unexplained event or something that happens outside the laws of nature. Miracles have fascinated humanity for centuries, often sparking debates between science and religion. Can science explain miracles, or are they beyond our understanding? Let's explore this further. Before we dive into the video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more engaging videos. With that said, let's begin. In the 19th century, self-identified liberal Christians sought to elevate Jesus' humane teachings as a standard for a world civilization freed from cultic traditions and traces of pagan belief in the supernatural. For many, miracles were central to the traditional understanding of Christianity. But for these liberal Christians, miracles served a different purpose. They weren't seen as isolated divine interventions, but rather as signs and symbols. These individuals recognized that people often turned to miracles to justify violence against those who held different beliefs or those who didn't believe at all. It was a concern that would only grow in the 20th century as religious fundamentalists across the globe used claims of divine inspiration to justify acts of terrorism and war. So these Christians felt it necessary to emphasize the moral teachings of Jesus over his supernatural acts. But despite this, there's still been a great deal of interest in the miracles attributed to Jesus. And in recent decades, scientists have made some remarkable advances that touch on the same issues raised by these historical accounts. Let's look at some of the reported miracles of Jesus and see what science has to say. 1. Virgin birth. The virgin birth of Jesus is a cornerstone of Christian theology. It's the belief that Jesus was conceived without a human father. While science doesn't dispute the possibility of miraculous events, it offers a different perspective on the virgin birth. Today, modern science has advanced to the point where virgin births are commonplace in laboratories. The Italian scientist Lazzaro Spallanzani performed the first artificial insemination of a dog in 1786, and the Englishman John Hunter achieved the feat in a human just 4 years later. So while the idea of a virgin birth might seem miraculous from a religious standpoint, science suggests that it's theoretically possible with the right technology. Healing the blind. In Matthew's Gospel, Jesus is credited with healing the blind. Science has made significant strides in treating blindness. Nearly half of all blindness results from cataracts, or degeneration of the eye lens with age that causes it to become opaque. In a 15-minute procedure, ophthalmologists can remove a person's faulty eye lens and replace it with a synthetic lens, restoring their vision. Modern laser surgery can even achieve 20/10 vision, better than what most people naturally possess. So what was once considered miraculous is now a common medical procedure, demonstrating the power of scientific advancements. Healing paralysis. In another account in the Bible, Jesus heals a paralytic. This story highlights the transformative power of faith. Well, science has come a long way in understanding and treating paralysis. However, a cure for paralysis remains elusive. Researchers at the Kentucky Spinal Cord Injury Research Center are developing an experimental therapy that could revolutionize treatment. As of last week, this therapy has enabled 2 paraplegics to stand and take steps with assistance. Additionally, bionic limbs and robotic exoskeletons are showing promise in helping restore movement to those who suffer from paralysis. These scientific advancements, while not yet a complete cure, offer hope for those with paralysis and show that what was once considered a miracle might be within reach. Feeding multitudes. The miracle of Jesus feeding 5,000 people with just a few loaves of bread and fish is a testament to his compassion and power. Science, too, has its own miracles when it comes to feeding the world. The green revolution of the 20th century saw dramatic increases in food production through new farming techniques and genetically modified crops. According to the World Bank, the average growth of cereal production over the past 35 years has been over 2% annually, enough to feed the growing world population and prevent famine. While this isn't the instantaneous multiplication of food that's described in the Bible, it's nonetheless a scientific marvel that has saved countless lives. And with ongoing research into genetic engineering and sustainable agriculture, the future looks promising for feeding the world's hungry population. Resurrection. Perhaps the most profound miracle attributed to Jesus is his resurrection from the dead. This event is central to Christian faith, signifying victory over death and offering hope for eternal life. Science, however, takes a different approach to the concept of resurrection. Currently, science is unable to explain or replicate the resurrection. Even the prospect of cryonics, or the preservation of human bodies at extremely low temperatures with the hope of future revival, faces significant scientific and ethical challenges. While science can't offer a solution, it's important to note that it also doesn't disprove the possibility of resurrection. The lack of scientific understanding doesn't necessarily mean that resurrection is impossible. Rather, it suggests that our current knowledge and technology are not yet equipped to comprehend or achieve this feat. In conclusion, the question of whether science can explain biblical miracles depends largely on one's philosophical framework. Some view these developments as evidence that the miracles had natural explanations ahead of their time. Others maintain that the instantaneous, supernatural nature of the biblical accounts distinguishes them fundamentally from gradual scientific achievements. However, science does provide us with a powerful lens through which to examine these claims. By understanding the scientific context surrounding each miracle, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities involved in understanding the world around us. Science and religion are often seen as conflicting, but perhaps they're more complementary than we realize. The scientific method allows us to understand the natural world, while religious faith offers meaning and purpose. By exploring the intersection of these two realms, we can broaden our understanding of both science and religion and their roles in our lives. Science has illuminated many aspects of the natural world that were once mysterious, and it continues to advance our understanding of the universe. Yet there are still many things that science cannot explain, such as consciousness, morality, and the origins of life. These are areas where science alone cannot provide answers, and where faith and spirituality may play a vital role. Moreover, science is a human endeavor, and as such, it is limited by our own biases and perspectives. There are many instances where scientific progress was hindered by societal or cultural norms, and where it has taken a long time for certain ideas to be accepted by the scientific community. Despite these limitations, science has brought about incredible advancements and discoveries that have improved our lives in countless ways. We have developed vaccines that have eradicated deadly diseases, created technologies that have connected people around the world, and explored the vastness of space in search of new discoveries. What is perhaps most intriguing is how scientific advancement continues to push the boundaries of what we consider possible, while simultaneously highlighting the extraordinary nature of claims about immediate, complete transformations that defy our understanding of natural processes. The idea that Jesus walked on water, for example, might seem impossible until we consider that what was once science fiction has become reality. Today, hoverboards and other personal air vehicles are no longer just fantasy. So the question is not necessarily whether science disproves these miracles, but rather how our understanding of science and the natural world continues to evolve, and how this evolution shapes our perception of these extraordinary claims. Maybe the miracles are not so much about proving or disproving a deity, but about recognizing the wonder and mystery of the universe and our place within it. With that said, thank you for watching today's video. What are your thoughts on the relationship between science and miracles? Do you think that science can explain some of the reported miracles of Jesus? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, Before you go, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more engaging videos.